Good morning, Social Graces. We're here for another Get Ready With Me, and I'm excited once again to be here with you. Shoot me a note, let me know where you're coming in from. Be glad to say hi. So we had our Get Ready With Me foundation. Now we're having our Get Ready With Me color. And so this is going to be contouring lips and eyes, and hopefully we get it done in about 10 minutes because I don't have a lot of time to be sitting and doing makeup. So we have the foundation ready, and we want to create a midlife glow that keeps us looking healthy and still not trying to make us look like we're in our 20s. We just want to own where we are and we want to be beautiful. That's what this channel is all about. So we have our good foundation on, and last time I talked to y'all about how my combination skin has been really frustrating. Well, that translates to lips. So I use a lip scrub and don't have my glasses on. So this is Lucky Chick lip scrub, and my lips get just so bad. So I start with this little guy. I always keep right next to my vanity where I get dressed, I keep a towel that is just for wiping my hands while I'm getting ready. So I apply sunscreen, some tinted moisturizers, things like that, with my fingers instead of a brush. And it's really helpful to have a towel nearby that I can ruin with makeup. Love sugary lip scrub. Like a little treat in the morning. No judging my dirty towel. I need to wash it, but you know how makeup products stained, it's like forever stained with foundation. Now, remember we also talked about having our super magnification mirror. Well, super magnification mirror is important when you're looking at lips and eyes and contouring. So with the lips, of course, I just exfoliated them, but I have little pieces of skin that still need to come off. So I get out my tweezers. Remember, you got to have these next to you at all times. And I just scrape and pull off the little pieces that are left. Leave my lips with a good, clean palette ready to take on lipstick or lip gloss or whatever I feel like in the moment. Protein shake in the morning. You need to have one. It's a good way to get your protein in. Let's talk about eyes. Lumify is great for just making your eyes bright. If that does not help, I also keep a Clear Eyes and for allergies and a Visine Advanced. So Lumify is just what I use to make the brights of my eyes pop. And if by the time I'm done I still have red veins because maybe I had a rough day the day before and they won't go away, then I'll use some Visine or something, but I try to keep the Visine at a minimum. Okay, I'm just making sure that my foundation has no lumps or bad areas. So we want to, when we're applying color and contouring, we want to do everything so that it lifts our face. Gravity is pulling our face down. We want to lift our face up. So let's start with our eyebrows. I use just a nice brow pencil that is the same shade as my hair. Do not go darker. Lighter may be okay, but do not go a whole lot darker. And then what I do is I start kind of in the middle and I make little strokes up, and I focus more on the top of my eyebrow first, because see how that has pulled my eye up? And then I go through the middle, and if there's any holes that I need to fill, then that's where I go in and fill them. See, ta-da. See how much higher that looks? Now, some people use one big stroke to do their eyebrows. Whatever team you're on, that's fine. Doesn't matter to me, not a hill to die on. My hairs tend to grow short, and since I have short hair, I want my brow pencil to mimic what my hairs do. So I am drawing little hairs. I'm not drawing lines. So okay, other side. So what are you guys? Are you guys team big long line, or do you do small little strokes? Big line, yeah. Well, a lot of people put a shaper, use an eyebrow shaper. I don't do that, but that's just me. And if you use an eyebrow shaper, then yeah, you're more like coloring in a pattern than you are filling in your actual hair. To keep that on later, I'm going to put on some brow gel, but I'm going to do that after I apply my face powder, because the powder tends to get on my eyebrows, and I want the brow gel to take the powder off so that my brows don't look funky. All right, let's go to contouring. So I don't know about you, but I have a tendency to over contour. I have fallen in love, semi-love hate relationship with this Tarte Sculpt tape. That is another thing that I got in the Ipsy Icon box to try, and have bought it multiple times. Not sure that I'm crazy about the color, and I think I would like, since I found the Merit foundation stick that we talked about last time, I think I would love to find a good bronzer in a stick. So if you have one, let me know. I have tried the Tarte Man Eater, and it's linked on my website, and I do like it, but not my go-to yet. So, but I do like it better. So that's why it's on my website. But to use this tape, you have your cheekbone right up here, and then when you suck in, you see how you kind of dent right here. So we want this contour to go right along that line, okay? Now I'm gonna get out my brush because I don't want it to dry in that line, and then I'm going to smooth it out just a little bit, and then I'm gonna lift it up. Boom. And now I have a lifted cheek on that side. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Make a line, and then lift it up. This is all about accentuating the features that we already have. We're not trying to make us be something that we're not. We're just trying to be beautiful in our own skin. Other places I contour, side of the nose, just a little teeny tiny bit. Right up top. And then to define the cheekbones, I run a little bit right under there. See? Okay. Now, a little bit of pink, because if we add a little pink right up top, close to our temples, then it adds, again, more lift and it's more natural. So this is, again, I got through an icon box. It's a Laura Mercier Hydro Blush. So I put a little dot right at the tippy top. It will come out. There it is. Little tippy top. Now the thing about this Laura Mercier you have to watch, it's a great product. This I just dab in place because I keep it in a smaller area. If you rub it, it will ball up on you. So you have to go back into your mirror and make sure that you don't have any funky makeup balls. Okay. Powder, I use a loose powder to go and kind of bake in. This, again, is a Laura Mercier loose powder. Again, I got it through the Ipsy Icon box, and I just love getting surprise products that make me happy. So I put it around in the brush, and then I tap the brush off so I don't have extra on there. And then I just dab. And maybe go over one more time. Just hit the high points. Okay, let's talk about eyes. So I have been wearing false lashes for about 25 years. I started using the strip lashes, of course, because lash extensions were not a thing way back when. And now I get lash extensions and try to get them to be very natural. They're a little full right now because I just had them done. But what is the difference between Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head? Lashes. What is the difference between Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse? Lashes. If you want your face to pop, you need your lashes to be obvious. If you are blessed with beautiful, full, long, luscious lashes, congratulations. I am not. I have thin, stubby lashes and hence lash extensions. Love my lash lady. She is an artist. She is sweet. She is an entrepreneur who is just, she blows my mind. If you live in the San Antonio, Texas area, I will give you her information so that you can go see her. But she's fabulous. That to say, I don't need to wear a lot of mascara. I will wear mascara on the bottom. I will put some on the underside or to shape my extensions if I need them to hold in place. But right now, since I just had them done, they're pretty good. So let's talk about how I'm gonna lift my eyes. I'm a fan of a good plum colored eyeliner. I have hazel eyes. This is an Essence Stay and Play liner. So what I do with it is I put it very gently and not a lot right on my hairline. So get into your 30-50x mirror, and I don't push hard. I don't make big lines. I just kind of dab on my hairline. And what this does is this just creates a nice little presence without overdoing it. See that? And dab on the other side. I have found that if I want to look made up and I don't have the time to do full makeup, which I try to do full makeup every single day just because I believe in looking my best and feeling my best all the time. And I perform my best when I look good. And it's important for me to perform at a high level every single day. So I do full makeup every day except probably Sunday. So even Sundays when it's just a tinted moisturizer, always do under eyes, and I look good together. Great. Okay. Lower's done. Upper. I use a cream stick. This is a Paranova Duo stick. So it's got a eyeliner on one side and then a gel pen on the other. What I do with this is I start where, so there's this line where the end of your eye comes up to your eyebrow. I put my pencil there and I pull it up. Now, I have aging skin and hooded eyes, so sometimes, all the time, I need to pull my skin a little bit so I don't get, you know what I mean, so that I'm able to get in all the places and not have bumps. So I'm pulling up and I'm just, your eye shadow should not ever go past this line. So that's why I'm creating this line. Okay, and then I kind of make a little triangle like that. And then I take the pencil and go in the crease over to the triangle, and then I build up just to where my lashes cover it. Okay, if I get a little too much, I just wipe it like that. Done. Okay, do the other side. Create my No Go Beyond line. And then upward strokes, giving the lift up, 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 up. And then inward, still going up. Okay. Get into your X-powered mirror, make sure that they're even. All right, now, since this is a cream, I want it to set. So I use the Urban Decay Naked eyeshadows. Amazing neutral palette. I love it. I'm gonna start with the lightest color, and I'm gonna apply that just by patting right under my eyebrow and on my inner eye a little bit, just to brighten and lift. Okay, and I'm using a fluffy round brush. Now I'm gonna get a brush that allows me to do a little more shaping, and I go the third color in because I like to keep it light. This is just everyday makeup, and I'm going in the crease and see how I'm still pushing everything up. Okay, and that's just setting the gel pen that we used a second ago. Pushing everything up. All right, and now I want to blend it. So I go to the color down from the one that I just used, which is this pale, pretty little pink. And this color you're not gonna really see, but I fill up the brush and then I go on the center of my eyelid, and then I just kind of blend the rest in. See that? I'll go to the other side, top of the eyelid, and blend the rest in. Okay, done. All right. Sorry, my nose is dripping a little bit today with allergies. Excuse me. Okay. All right, finish off the eyes. Keep a spoolie for my falsies, and I look in just to make sure that they're all in place the way I want them to be. Now, when I'm looking, if I see that I have some foundation on them, or if I have if I have foundation on them, or if I have my naked lashes showing a lot at the bottom, I do use mascara. All right, let's talk mascara. Mascara is, oh, hi, Janine, how are you? Good to see you. I have a love-hate relationship with mascara. I'm sure you all do. But again, thanks to my Ipsy icon box, I get to try all kinds of really cool mascaras, and still, honestly, I tend to go back to the Maybelline Sky High. Just has always been my go-to. I like that it has a plastic brush. I like that the brush is small because I'm just trying to get surface area. I'm not trying to, since I wear extensions, I'm not trying to get in between the lashes and all over the place. But because I love you, instead of using my Maybelline Sky High Go-To, let's look at two that I got from the Ipsy box. This is a Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Get it open. And see that brush? Oh, it's fat. That screams to me going to have major clumps, but we'll try it. We'll do this one on my right eye, okay? I'm gonna start at the bottom with my bottom lashes because that's where I want the main focus. So I go in and just very lightly wiggle down. You do not want to get the mascara on your skin. If you get a clump, don't worry about it, because see this major clump over here? Just let it live for a second. More major clumps. Clumps drive me crazy. Take your spoolie, your clean spoolie, and just wipe up and get them off. These do not seem to want to come off. Okay, there we go. Now, I am gonna use a little on my upper lashes just because I did get some foundation on them and there's some powder on them. So I want to just clean them up a little bit, make sure they stay in place. Oh, which brings me to a good point that I can make. When you're looking in your mirror, make sure that you don't get mascara spots on your upper and lower. If you do, do the world a favor and take them off so that when you're talking to people, they're not looking at your makeup mishaps. Be put together, be intentional, do good by yourself, by making yourself presentable all the time. All right, so that's Too Faced. Can't say I'm super impressed because it is a lot of clumpage going on, but let's see how the other one performs. This one is Haus Labs, Hauslabs. This is it's just a black mascara, Haus Labs. Really kind of the same kind of brush as the Too Faced, but it doesn't have as much goop on it. Let's see how it does. Again, start at the base of my eyelashes and just kind of stroke down. Yeah, this one's pretty clumpy too. Actually more clumpy than the Too Faced. Look at that. Can you see that? Oh my gosh. Gracious. Okay, and just clean up the powder on these guys a little bit. Just a tab. Wow. Lots of clumps. Okay. Get your clean spoolie and get rid of the clumps. I hope they come off. I mean, the clumps came off and the lashes look good. They actually, when the clumps came off, they have more of a coat on them than the Too Faced do. So, but oh, look, you see what I'm looking at? See it, the Too Faced is already flaking off onto my skin underneath. Not a fan of that. So of the Too Faced and the Haas Labs looks like it cleans up better. It's not flaking like the Too Faced did, but you can pick. Okay, brow gel, and then we're lips and we're done. This has been a fun get ready with me. All the color, all the things. Huda Beauty. This is the brush on this. See how very, very small it is? Very small. And it actually has little fibers in it. So when you put it on, it's almost like it's adding little hairs to your face. One thing I do want to tell you, please, if you color your hair lighter than your eyebrows, please make your eyebrows lighter to match your hair. Please try very hard to look natural in everything that you do. Excuse me. And if that means you want to color your hair, but make your eyebrows match your hair. So I do not color my hair, but my hair does tend to get a little bit lighter in the summertime. I am thinking about coloring my hair. So tell me your opinion. Do you think I should put in some highlights or lowlights or something fun? I don't know. But in the summer, my hair does get a little lighter. So I use a Maybelline colored gel, and let me show you how this looks. I love the brush on this because it really gets down, but this just barely lightens my eyebrows. See, just barely. Now back to the lift. We're using upward strokes only to lift our eyebrows. Now when you do this and you're lifting with the gel, if you look in your Super Magno mirror and you see that you've got hairs out of place or hairs longer than your brow outline sticking out, this is where you take your scissors and you go along and you snip the hairs that are growing outside. All right, do not have these random hairs all over the place. We talked about this yesterday. Okay, Huda Beauty, this is just a basic gel. Like I was saying, this is an everyday one. I was using two to show you the color, but this is my daily, and it's just a quick lift. So there you can see how it goes. Okay, here's what I'm talking about. See the fibers? See that? Look at that. It's like adds to you. And look how I got some on me. That's a bummer. My spoolie, see if I can get it off. Yep, there it went. Okay, lips. So lips are so hard for me. When we age, we lose volume in our lips. And I do not get lip injections. I kind of on the fence. Don't know how I feel about them. I know they can look beautiful or they can look entirely fake. I'm not a fan of fake. So what I tend to do is I have good lip liners. Ooh, my mirror just went out. And I line on the line of my lip. Not inside, not around, but on top of the line of my lip. So a little bit goes on the outside and a little bit goes on the inside. Let me show you how this works. This is an Urban Decay 24/7 lip liner. I use a darker one first, and then I go in with a lighter one, and then I put on a lipstick or a gloss. So let's start with the 24/7. Start with your Cupid's bow, and I start on top. Okay, and I don't know if you can see this, but this is what I do not like about this Urban Decay pencil. See how it does not go on even? See how it leaves like polka dot splotches? It's not a smooth line. It drives me crazy. But I bought it, so and I'm stubborn, so I continue to use it. I'm not about wasting money. Which is why I will find some way to use those Hourglass foundations. Hey, if you want them, I'll send them to you, just so they get used. All right, so there's the line on one side. I'll do the line on the other. Again, I'm just lining on top of my natural lip line, which means that half of my pencil is going above my lip and half of the pencil is going below my lip. I have an essential trimmer, which is why you see my hand shape. Another part of getting old. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. Okay, there we go. Now the bottom, my bottom lip is as full as I want it to be. So this one I do line inside the lip. I don't go on the lip line, which would put it down here below. So when you try to put on smooth lines with an essential trimmer, it is quite a challenge. But I refuse to take beta blockers, so I deal with it. All right, next lip liner I'm going to use is a lighter color. This is an e.l.f. pencil, and the e.l.f. pencils glide on smooth. I need to sharpen this one, but we're low on time, so. And I just go over what I've already put on. Kind of blends it a little bit. The Urban Decay is dark, so it can look a little harsh. So this one blends it and makes it look nicer. Okay, then lipstick. I have so many different kind of lipsticks that I like, but my go-to every day, if I don't want to think about it, is the Revlon Color Stay. It stays all day. This is a neutral one. I think the color is Iris. I've been wearing it for years and years and years, and it lasts all day. So I just go over the outer part of my lip and let it dry, and you will have lipstick all day. Just like that. Okay. Now back up a little bit, because we did not talk about one thing that's very important, and then we're going to wrap it up, and that is your décolleté. You do all this work making your face pretty, and then your décolleté does not match your face. So we need to put a little bit of our foundation or tinted cream down our neck and onto our décolleté, which I've already done. And then I use a setting powder, so just a Maybelline Fit or whatever you like, and get a bunch of powder on there, and then show your décolleté some love so that it is not standing out like a sore thumb when you wear a V-neck shirt and everything else looks beautiful. Okay, loves. Well, this has been a lot of fun. I hope you follow for more refined favorites. I will tag the products that I used so that you can find them. Ask me questions, give me feedback. I would love to know if there's something that you do different that can improve how I do things. So I will see you around, and I look forward to you.